7/2026, additional appropriation. If there's anybody to speak for or against that, please come to the microphone.
This additional appropriation, we are appropriating some money from our 270 fund, which is our violation and fees. We're buying a mower to help facilitate mowing. And the animal shelter has the last of their grant money, the $8,000. We're appropriating that now to go ahead and allow her to spend this year.
Okay. Hearing nobody speaking for or against Resolution 7/2026, I'll close the public hearing.
Call to order the council meeting for July 13th. If everyone would stand for the pledge.
Mayor, lead us. Whoop, they've changed it. It was after the 4th of July.
That's on the wrong side, just to be
It is.
Yeah, it is.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Remain standing for prayer.
Our dear kind Heavenly Father, we bow our heads before Thee tonight. We come with great thanks in our hearts for the opportunity to serve this great and wonderful city. We are thankful to Thee for all Thy many kind and wonderful blessings that Thou hast bestowed upon Vincennes and upon Knox County. We are grateful for the faithful who serve each and every day, who watch out for our safety and take care of us. We are grateful for those that watch for our freedoms and take care of us wherever they might be scattered throughout the world. We ask this night that Thou might be with them, bless them and secure them as they strengthen us and keep us safe. We ask now that as we sit down to perform the business and labors of the city, we ask that Thou might provide us with Thy Spirit, help us be guided and directed in that Holy Spirit to understand the things that need to happen. With loving thanks we come before Thee. This we say in the name of Thy Son, our Savior and our Redeemer, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Roll call.
Mr. Ashby?
Here.
Mr. Gornow?
Here.
Mr. Lau?
Here.
Mr. Stengel?
Here.
Ms. Blinn? Here. Mr. McNeese?
Here.
Mayor Yocum?
Here. Adoption of the agenda.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
Second. Motion by Vice President McNeese, seconded by Councilman Lau to approve the agenda as presented. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Carries 6-0. Need approval of the June 22nd minutes.
I would make a motion that we approve the minutes from the previous meeting.
Second.
Everybody all at once?
Motion by Vice President McNeese, second by Councilman Ashby to approve the minutes as presented. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Carries 6-0. Petitions, memorials, remonstrances. I do want to mention that Chris Paff with KCID, his brother had passed away. And our thoughts and prayers are with you, Chris. Committee chair reports. Being none, we'll move to old business. First up is ordinance 12/2026, an ordinance adopting amendments of the Knox County zoning ordinance for 80 Thompson Drive.
I'd like to make a motion, sorry.
First reading was,
Last.
yeah, the 8th.
I'd like to make a motion to read and approve ordinance 12/26.
Second. Motion by Vice President McNeese, second by Councilman Ashby to have second reading of ordinance 12/2026.
Ordinance 12/2026, an ordinance adopting amendments to the Knox County zoning ordinance. Upon passage, the real estate would be designated as R2, containing sections 1, 2, and 3.
Discussion.
Is there anybody here to speak for them?
There you go.
We appeared in front of
Mic on?
that would help, wouldn't it?
Thank you.
So we we appeared in front of APC last week, got a favorable recommendation from them. That was submitted, I believe Colt submitted that sometime last week. So I can answer some specific questions if you have them, but that is where we are at least.
I don't have a specific question on that. Just a reminder, if you could tell your client who's, there is an outstanding amount for the paving that was done out there on the road. At some point, we'd look at having that done. It does not affect what's happening now, but just a reminder.
All right,
Okay,
making more.
roll call?
Mr. Lau,
Yes.
Mr. Ashby,
Yes.
Mr. McNeese,
Yes.
Ms. Blinn,
Yes.
Mr. Stengel,
Yes.
Mr. Gornow.
Yes.
And second reading passes by a vote of 6-0. Need a motion for third.
Make a motion, we have third reading on ordinance 1226.
Second.
We're a little out of order. Brian's gone. It's
Yeah.
my job to be second, so everybody's picking in.
Trying to
So
help.
they were trying to help. Thank you.
Motion by Vice President McNeese, second by Councilwoman Blinn.
Ordinance 12/2026, an ordinance adopting amendments to the Knox County zoning ordinance. Apparently, this parcel has a panoply of various zoning designations, and we'd like it all to be uniform R2, sections 1, 2, and 3.
Again, discussion.
Here for the call?
Ms. Blinn,
Yes.
Mr. Gornow,
Yes.
Mr. McNeese,
Yes.
Mr. Ashby,
Yes.
Mr. Lau,
Yes.
Mr. Stengel.
Yes.
Third and final reading passes by a vote of 6-0. Next up, ordinance 13/2026, an ordinance adopting amendments to the Knox County zoning ordinance for 903 Broadway Street, Vincennes, Indiana, to
Make-
R2.
I'll make a motion that we have second reading on ordinance 13/2026.
Second.
Motion by Vice President McNeese, second by Councilman Ashby, to have second reading of ordinance 13/2026.
Ordinance number 13/2026. This is for 903 Broadway Street, containing sections 1, 2, and 3, zoning back to R2. It was designated C1 while it was an architecture office, and the deed actually said that if it stopped being used for that purpose, it would revert. So this will, that's fine to have it in the deed, but if you don't change the zoning, anybody that tried to buy it or pay taxes is gonna be stuck with the C1.
This, for those who don't know, this is the former Andy Mizak Architectural Office. It has been sold. A couple from Newton, Illinois, I believe, isn't that right? Newton has purchased it and are remodeling it and asked us to do the same, so.
It's a good idea.
Any other discussion?
Kathy?
Mr. Stengel,
Yes.
Mr. Lau,
Yes.
Ms. Blinn,
Yes.
Mr. Ashby,
Yes.
Mr. Gornow,
Yes.
Mr. McNeese.
Yes.
And second reading of ordinance 13/2026 passes by a vote of 6-0. Need a motion for third.
Have a motion for third reading on ordinance 13/2026.
Second.
Motion by Vice President McNeese, second by Councilman Ashby, to have third and final reading of ordinance 13/2026.
Ordinance number 13/2026, rezoning from C1 to R2, containing sections 1, 2, and 3. The owners had contacted me. They had approval by the area plan, but they're out of town today and aren't here, but they were here at the first reading, and it's just, I think their plans are to turn that into an Airbnb plan.
That's correct.
Any other discussion?
Kathy?
Mr. McNeese,
Yes.
Mr. Gornow,
Yes.
Mr. Ashby,
Yes.
Ms. Blinn,
Yes.
Mr. Lau,
Yes.
Mr. Stengel.
Yes.
And third and final reading of ordinance 13/2026 passes by a vote of 6-0. New business resolution 7/2026, additional appropriation resolution for $24,800, $16,800 from violation fees to mower and spay and neuter for the animal shelter.
I'll make a motion, but I want to also make a note. There was a public hearing on resolution 7/2026. Nobody spoke for or against this, so I'll make a motion that on resolution 7/2026, additional appropriation resolution.
Usually wait for the
Anybody want to
mayor to
second
say
that?
Second.
Oh, I was gonna say, Richard's been doing it.
Died for lack
I
of
was
a
just gonna be
second.
quiet.
No,
I was gonna say.
No, second.
Okay,
First and second.
motion made by Vice President McNeil, second by Councilman Ashby to approve, read and approve Resolution 7, 2026.
We're messed up because the US flag is always on its own right. I had to tell a
That
judge
happened
that
after the
once.
4th of July. The
I don't
color
know who
guard
put it
switched it when
back.
they brought it in.
Yeah, well, it's just wrong. I sat through a hearing in Davies County and I pointed it out to the judge and he moved it right then, so. But
Are you
that's
saying we're
enough
lacking,
about
Dave?
me.
Being slow.
Additional appropriation ordinance, resolution of funding for $24,800 is explained by the city clerk treasurer concerning, the violation fees and general fund for the clinic and the mower.
Discussion?
Kathy?
So what this is we are just appropriating fees that we are collecting at settlement time, and we've purchased some mowers with those. We have worked that into the budget coming up, but now that we've purchased some new mowers, we don't exactly anticipate needing them, but if we do, that is in the budget.
Thank you. We'll have a roll call.
That's me again.
That's you again?
Mr. Lau,
Yes.
Mr. Ashby,
Yes.
Mr. McNeese,
Yes.
Ms. Blinn,
Yes.
Mr. Grove, oh, sorry, Mr. Stengel,
Yes.
Mr. Gornell.
Yes.
And Resolution 7, 2026 passes by a vote of 6-0. Next is Mike Morowski speaking about grass ordinance.
Yeah, okay.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So my problem is with ordinance 09-2026, specifically the amendment 95.15. States that definition of nuisance vegetation are weeds, grass, trees, or woody growth located on a private or governmental property that is abandoned, neglected, disregarded, or not cut, mowed, or otherwise removed, and which has attained a height of 8 inches or more. Now, 8 inches is the above or below average height of every single plant in landscaping. I mean, we could take a poll here, and I guarantee everybody's got a tree that's above 8 inches on their property, or close to it. I'm not for sure how that is enforceable, or even a legitimate nuisance.
What I would say in that definition of the thing, it's abandoned, neglected, or disregarded. That is one of the reasons that we passed this with this definition.
Correct.
Now,
And
if
would-
you are
would- no,
trimming a tree,
Sorry, go ahead.
collecting the leaves, picking up sticks, doing whatever you're saying, all that vegetation, the flowers in my yard are way over 8 inches. But I maintain and take care of them. So that part of the definition kind of holds for us. Okay?
Right.
On the, so you would disagree that?
That 8 inches, anything above 8 inches is
No, on
neglected?
the abandoned and neglected portions of
Okay,
that.
so now what would be in the abandoned or neglected?
Well, the definition of that, we have left that to our city inspector's office
Right,
to.
and that seems pretty open and very interpretive. You and me could have two separate interpretations of that. He can determine that two separate ways.
Did you just plant these recently in the last?
No,
couple-
they've been there for 15 years,
15 years
15
later, you're
years.
getting a violation letter? Like,
not once.
why? Why?
These are the exact same grasses that are in the pocket park. Mr. McNeese, they were in your former house's yard. They're in Mr. Grove's businesses, landscaping. I'm very concerned at the overreach that this council is allowing to happen.
With the nuisance part, is this what you have? Is it spreading to one side or the other as
Nope,
far
they
as
are clumping
encroaching
grasses. They
on
do
the
not.
neighbors? It's
Not that I am aware of. If you can show me proof that they're on their property, I'd be more than happy to address that, but I believe that would be a civil matter and not a city ordinance matter, correct?
I don't know.
Not an
Uh,
attorney,
The
yeah.
nuisance part is what I
I
wondered
believe
if
so.
that would
Am
be-
I correct, Mr. Rolligan?
I choose not to become enmeshed in this conversation.
As for, you know, upkeep, the city doesn't cut theirs at all. So the fact that I cut mine once a year already puts me twice as much as the city. So I don't understand how the city can hold its citizens to a higher standard than itself.
I would agree with that. I think, I want to choose my words carefully here. Is your problem really with the ordinance or how it's being enforced?
Both. This is an absolute,
do you
8
think
inches
that-
or above is absolute,
Okay.
that's pretty lazy.
Okay. All right.
Are there complaints about it?
Evidently, one complaint.
And what's their complaint?
Mr. Schneider?
She complains about it's not,
Brad, please come to the mic. Thank you.
he has a neighbor on the right-hand side of his property. He has complained that especially in the fall, when the leaves go brown, the wind carries them over in her yard. They have sharp edges, which you've gotta have gloves to put them on, or you cut your hands. She says they're coming through her fence. I've talked to her 30 times, so we've had a lot of different conversations, but, there is a second neighbor that voiced his opinion when I was out there July 2nd, taking pictures. Right now, it's not a real big issue to him, but he said in 2 years, when he sells the house, it very well could be an issue with him selling the house, with the look of it.
I walked down that sidewalk yesterday afternoon, and there's no cuts on my arms. There's not a sharp foliage presenting a safety hazard. I don't know who come up with that, but that's just ridiculous.
It's the neighbor on the right-hand side of it.
When
So
you were
you-
there, Brad, did you see,
You agree with
Going
that?
up
I
one
didn't
side or
grab
the
a hold
other?
of the leaves to see if they were gonna cut me or not.
no, no,
I didn't do that.
on somebody else's property? Is it spreading to somebody else's property or not?
In the back, the leaves are going through the fence. I think that's what she's complaining
Right, and she is
about.
more than within her rights to trim that to her property line.
I mean,
That's
she's-
completely, we're talking inches if that's the case.
She said those were her plants that she gave to Mr.
This,
Borowski.
oh my God.
That's what she told me. She said they were in planters in a boat for about 6 years, and she gave them to you to plant. I mean, I'm
These-
just
these came
repeating
from-
what she says.
So this is
doesn't
a he
matter
said,
what they
she
come
said.
from.
I don't want to get into this. What I would like to ask though is, look, we are tasked as a city council to ensure, one, the safety, the property values, the beautification of our community at all
Correct.
costs. And among many
Correct.
other things.
And if they are in those same plants or in the city parks and not maintained, you are holding me to a higher standard than the city does.
Okay, then we need to do better on our end. But
But
what
that's
I'm
not the
saying
thing.
is, we have to have, as a municipality, some recourse when homeowners, and I'm not saying you, I'm saying when homeowners do not mow lawns, do not take care of things. And so how do we have that recourse? We have an ordinance that allows us then to send you a letter, then through a legal process would actually come in and mow down a piece of
The
property.
only thing in this ordinance that I am in violation of is having an 8 inches or higher plant.
I think that we,
But, Mike, when do you trim those
Yeah.
back?
We trim them every spring because, so they're clumping grass. So if you trim them in the fall, they get wider. If you trim them in the spring, they get taller.
Right on.
You don't have an ordinance of when they have to be trimmed by
no, we
or
don't.
what the
And
height is.
nor do I want to.
That would be a better ordinance than this.
This ordinance is set up different. This
this
ordinance is to
was-
prevent problems in other neighborhoods and things like this.
was
I think
trimmed
what
in the
we're,
spring.
That was March, I think it says at the bottom.
So-
I don't know what
so
those
16.
pictures are. I've not seen those pictures.
Okay, here, I'll show you.
I'd be happy with it.
Here, I'll bring it to you.
What was the obstructing visibility?
and finish your call, please.
hey, I know that you're up and you're moving those in the spring. They do come back. This is, they're standard grasses. They're used as a display here, like
Yeah, they're
boxwood or.
used as a barrier, you
Cor-
know,
correct.
for myself, you know, just to relax and have my own space.
Got it. And so generally, in the landscape world, we cut those back either in the spring or in the fall, can be either way. That's exactly right. I have a neighbor next door, we've got grasses, I always cut those back in the fall because they end up in the fence and it bothers his dogs. Is this something that you might be able to do rather than?
I mean, you know what? I would be fine if the council wanted to say, you know what, these types of grasses need to be cut down by the fall or the spring by this date, and you have the compost open. That's better than anything over 8 inches and somebody just doesn't like you can call and complain
I would
about.
agree with the arbitrary nature of how it can be enforced. I do worry about lawns that are full with weeds. Sometimes pollinators are fine, but when they're combined with other weeds, we have lots of issues. And it's not fair to the neighbor next to you that,
The neighbor next to me has the same grass in her yard.
I understand.
Does she trim it back?
No. Yeah, every year, just like I do.
Yeah, I saw it last
Yeah.
night. It's like, why didn't she get a letter?
This ordinance is very bad. And it's being manipulated in a way that it should not be.
In that letter, it said obstructing visibility. Brad, how was that, how is it obstructing visibility?
Says it right here, sir. Mr. Snyder also claims that in dry conditions, it's a fire hazard. That's every lawn, every landscaping, every.
So is your grass is the same. Ms. Borowski, I don't disagree with the ordinance. I do sometimes maybe disagree with how it's being enforced.
Your ordinance states that if you have a
And I'm
tree,
not hammering on Brad, I'm not hammering on.
if you have a tree, you have to cut it down to 8 inches.
This was designed for all weeds,
If it's
grass, and
unmanaged-
other
if a
rank
dead tree-
vegetation.
Well, that's a dead tree. Okay, yeah, but live.
It's not saying you have to cut your,
Grass and other rank vegetation.
It says removal in my letter
of a
This-
tree?
I'm reading the ordinance.
of the grasses. And the ordinance says any vegetation over 8 inches, including trees. If that's not the case in this ordinance, then the ordinance that I was given from Mr. Snyder is not correct.
Except for cultivated garden.
What's a cultivated garden?
One that's bordered, one that's,
Mine is not a problem.
well, I'm one person.
I don't have that in front of me, but I thought we had a process to come to the board of works.
I think it's,
Can we open that picture and just look at that front? There's bricks surrounding that whole thing right there. So that would be a cultivated garden, and this ordinance would not apply to me.
Naturalized plantings approved by the city, says in here, or agricultural uses permitted by ordinance. That's what this allows. That's where those exceptions are.
What are those exceptions?
I just read it.
And I would qualify under all those
So what do you-
exceptions, correct?
what-
No, I'm just curious. I would qualify under all those exceptions, correct?
Huh?
I would qualify under all those exceptions, correct?
I have not been to your property. I've seen the pictures. That's all I've seen.
Is there a border there? Is there rock and landscaping material
It
there?
appears to be, yes,
Okay.
in the picture.
All right, so that would be what is in this ordinance to keep people that are maintaining their stuff
How is
safe,
it
correct?
in, I don't
My guess is if you'd have cut that back in the fall, that wouldn't have been a
But that's not the ordinance. If the ordinance said cut it back in the
I
fall,
would
we'd be
say
more than
once
happy
it
to.
gets to,
But that's not what the
That's
ordinance states. If you want to cut back in the fall, let's say that, and that's fine, we'll cut it in the fall. I mean, that makes more sense than anything over 8 inches.
I don't wanna have to have our inspector's office going by every place in town.
Why is he coming, you had him come by, they had him come by me. That's all.
Because
Somebody
what happens-
complained.
Somebody made a
Right.
complaint.
You are correct, and you are correct.
And so what happens when a
immediately upon
complaint-
seeing that it was in a cultivated garden, should have turned right around,
Is that what that definition means?
because you guys don't even know what the definition of it is, and you wrote it.
No reason, a cultivated garden is where you grow crops.
I don't know if I'd agree with that. Cultivated garden could be,
This-
nice
this-
landscaping. I mean, it could be,
Marijuana plants.
I mean, it all depends.
This ordinance needs a serious look into. You don't even, you have wordage in here that you don't even know what the definition of it is.
I think we know what the definition is, we just don't agree on what the definition is. So I can tell you what I think a cultivated garden is, he can tell you that. So
But that's what the city council is for, to make the decision on what a cultivated garden is. And then when you put it in the ordinance, you automatically knew what it was. There wasn't, well, I think it's this and he thinks it's that. That's not, that should not be how that
we didn't
works.
necessarily go through every inch of it and define every word before we created the ordinance. The ordinance was presented to us as a whole.
This is
We said-
exactly why it needs a look.
We said,
Gonna
yes.
list every plant.
We're not gonna list every, yeah, I would. Anyway, is anybody, thank you, I don't know what else we're gonna.
Yeah,
do
I
with
mean,
this
I will
tonight.
trim them to whatever, but this ordinance really needs a look. This is very, very government overreach on your part and Mr. Snyder's part.
These, this ordinance has been duplicated from other cities and
Yes.
towns that use that. It's not special to this.
right.
Thank you.
So you can say.
Claims.
We making a motion?
Yeah, make a motion to approve claims in the amount of $293,548.77.
Second.
Motion by Vice President McNeese, seconded by Councilman Ashby, to approve claims in the amount of $293,548.77. Any question on claims?
Roll.
Ms. Blinn?
Yes.
Mr. Gornell?
Yes.
Mr. Stengel?
Yes.
Mr. Ashby?
Yes.
Mr. McNeese?
Yes.
Mr. Lau?
Yes.
And they're approved by a vote of 6-0. Payroll.
Make a motion to approve payroll in the amount of $242,281.49.
Second.
Motion by Vice President McNeese, seconded by Councilman Ashby, to pay payroll in the amount of $242,281.49. Any question on payroll?
Roll call, please.
Mr. Stengel?
Yes.
Mr. Ashby?
Yes.
Mr. McNeese?
Yes.
Mr. Lau?
Yes.
Ms. Blinn?
Yes.
Mr. Gornell?
Yes.
And it's approved by a vote of 6-0. There's no transfer appropriation request, miscellaneous. I do want to mention that the Housing Authority brought a check to Board of Works for $61,815.02 for pilot, which is payment in lieu of taxes, so we thank them for that. Anybody else have miscellaneous? Is there public comment?
Good evening. My name is Denise Eagle, and I don't know Mr. Borowski, but I've been by his corner the other day, and I was talking to my husband about it and said, this is a nice use of landscaping. It's not grass, it's not neglected. He's got flowers in there that I wish I could grow in my garden because I'm too shady. But I think that the ordinance should be more focused on something like Johnson grass, because my husband and I were weeding Kathleen Garden over there in the French Commons, and that's how we ended up going by his house. There are tons of lots in this community that have Johnson grass, which is a real pest. And I think that's what you should be focusing on more than native plants. Thank you.
Any other public comment?
Johnson grass is regulated by the county
I do too.
with other noxious weeds.
Yes, Margaret Eliabi, and I'm also a SISMA member, and I think noxious weeds should be addressed, as well as invasive plants that Will Drews put together for Knox County that have invaded all of our parks and public spaces, backyards, and I put in hours over a decade trying to remediate that and maybe neglecting my overgrown
Right.
yard. So, but obviously what has my attention are the items that shouldn't be there, and if we had tree canopy, they probably wouldn't be coming in as they have and taken over areas. So it's a 15-year battle to get rid of the tick magnets, and Johnson grass is, again, the noxious weed, but I don't see any difference between the two. So, and I know it falls onto the county to control the Johnson grass, so maybe the time out there before it's seeded, but now it's seeded, but still it's not too late. So I did see the city out spraying one day last week, and I definitely appreciate our street department, so thank you.
Okay, thanks. Anybody else?
Absolutely.
Good evening. I'm Rebecca Blagrave, 703 South 9th Street. 3 years ago, a small group of volunteers began the development of a park that is dedicated to the recognition of the Native Americans who once lived on that land. The park is planted with native grasses and native flowers, so it's, I guess, kind of appropriate for the discussion this evening. Tomorrow, from 4 to 7, we are going to celebrate the dedication of that park. Mayor Yoakum is one of the speakers. We also have a representative from the Peoria tribe of Oklahoma and the Miami tribe of Oklahoma, whose ancestors lived on the very land where that park is. We will have games, we will have activities for children, including face painting. There will be food vendors there. This park is called Minatini, and it is located at the end of the Riverwalk at First and Hart Street. For those people who can't find it, if you get on Hart Street and drive toward the river, when you hit the river, you're at the park. But I am here representing the Wabash Valley Progressives to invite all of you and the citizens of this town to join us for that celebration tomorrow evening. We've passed out an invitation to you, and I thank you very much. I hope you will join us.
Thank you. Anybody else? If not, we're going to close this meeting, but we do have a special presentation for our Spirit of 76 award winner this year. So I'll close the meeting. Got a motion to close?
Make a motion to adjourn.
We are adjourned.
You want us to sit here, or do you? Guys, do you want to stay up here, or do you want to sit down there?
That's Jamie.